Alright, now that we have those fairy energies in the room, I want to welcome you to the Spiritual Corner. My name is Prism P-Chan or PZ, whatever you want to call me, and I'm here with another collective message to see what you need to know at this time. We're going to go ahead and go into the Fairy Wisdom Oracle Peruge, and then we'll move into some tarot and see what we can get. I do want to do something different. I was going to use my other deck, but I think I might give you guys another video and use that deck. We'll see though. But we'll see what you need to know for now. Do the normal format, and then I'll give you guys a treat later. And we have the Source of Magic. Beautiful, beautiful card. And we have two. Cool. Makes it easy for me. Thinking of you and trespassers. Right behind it. So I knew this reading today was going to be weird. You got someone weird in your energy. You are the source of magic. And someone is thinking of that, thinking of you, and they want to trespass on the source of your magic. That's how it's coming out, but it could be something different. We're gonna see. So we have 26, 55, and 56. I've shuffled these cards so much, and it's just funny that 55 and 56 came out together. It almost makes me think like someone was thinking of you and that progressed to them wanting to infiltrate your boundaries. It's weird. So we have the Source of Magic. Manifestation is the key word. Magic is not just for fairies, you are also a source of magic. Every time you inhale and exhale, you breathe in energy of source, whether you call it God, Spirit, Divinity, Father, Mother, Universe. It is the source of all that is. It resides in everything that our universe and everything in our universe and within our body. As a human being on earth, you are endowed with the gift of manifestation. Through your thoughts, visualizations, feelings, and words, everything in your world, you have thought into existence. Remember that what you focus on is what grows into manifestation. So be careful where you place your attention. Like the fairies, bring as much joy and love into your heart and life as you can. Open yourself to receive. Think positive thoughts and transmute negative energy and feelings and thoughts into positive ones. If a negative picture should appear in your mind, replace it with a picture of positive input. So I have been getting these downloads about someone in your energy wanting to cut you off from source, and do that by putting you in a negative mindset. And I feel that this is impossible, but the connection that you have with source can be strengthened very, very easily by just believing in what you see. And I feel like you're currently in that mode where you know where source is, you know what source is, you know where things come from. You're able to go back into your mind and connect a lot of dots of how things have been. Maybe you even are like me, who have been in certain places and then ended up being in that certain place. Like you just happen to pass through at one point, and then years later you end up moving there, or you end up being in that area. And that's just due to you manifesting, um, even indirectly. That's why it's so important, and we put such a big emphasis on intention and being very mindful of what you bring into your world. If you want to co-create with the universe, you have to remember that your thoughts are what cause certain things to arise. And if you constantly are thinking about these things, you're just going to continue. And I believe that this is something that you have come to learn in the past. You're already aware of how things work, how the universe works. And manifestation was a big thing that you were heavily focused on, this collective, on how to appropriately do that. I'm also getting someone thinking of your source of magic. And I'm not necessarily getting it that they understand, but I understand that they see that you have a source or a connection to a source. Thinking of you, it's very heavy energy. It's so weird, especially since like the first, I think 6 I've done so far. Even though they went deep, there was still like a lightness to it, but there's just a heaviness to it. I don't think that's coming from you. And even as I say that, the energy lightens up. So this is just someone in your energy, just making things dense. It's weird. So thinking of you, the keyword is synchronicity. Have you ever been thinking of someone just as the phone rings, only to find that they are the ones calling you? Life presents many such examples of synchronicity to us. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and synchronicity happens more often than we are strongly. Oh, that we happen. Wait, what? That we are strongly ground. It happens more often when we are strongly grounded within ourselves. When well grounded, we have a strong connection to everything in our universe. This connection helps to put us in the right place at the right time. Our intuition, is heightened, and things fall apart. Oh my God, fall into place as so much easier. I am terrible at reading, but I really feel like the retrograde is killing me. It's hilarious. We flow within the universal life force instead of fighting it. Therefore, everything comes to us naturally and more easily. Life is much more enjoyable and efficient too. Work on bringing more synchronicity into your life. If life feels frantic, stop, breathe, and center yourself, just like I did. Find the place of peace within. Ask for help from the elementals. They know about the peace and the balance. This allows you to make better choices of your words and actions. The more you practice this balance, the more synchronicity has a chance to work in your life and to put you exactly where you need to be at perfect divine timing. Sense the rhythm of the earth and synchronize your breath to it. The earth pulse is your pulse. The earth's breath is your breath. All is one. You move smoothly in your life's journey. So you could be someone who is very tapped in, who even sees the connections between all religions and spiritual practices, and you see them as all is all. You may even understand the concept of good angels and bad angels, and good demons and bad demons, and how just like this realm, the earthly realm, the heavenly realms, and the shadow realms, I should say, they both have a duality to them. There's a duality in all realms. You could also be someone who is it's almost like you are psychic. You're able to just, it's so funny. We had this reading yesterday. It wasn't even this card, but the same energy came out where you will be sitting around, and let's say you're on call and you're just like, my job is about to call right now. And you don't, it's like you dismiss it, but it was lingering in your mind, and it wasn't even like a full out thought. It was more like a thought that kind of came in. It wasn't conscious thought. And all of a sudden, the phone rings. You could be very much like that, and you could also know that there's someone in the back bringing this dense energy, thinking of you. And it's so weird because right now, it's almost like the energy lifted. So this could be someone that's very inconsistent when they know that you know. They could have a slight awareness of your, since they know that you have this source of magic, that you have a certain ability that allows you to know you are pinged when someone enters your energy field. And we have 56. I should have kept the book open, but hey, it's fine. I can see all the pretty pictures. So we have trespassers, boundaries. Fairies have boundaries too. They are usually in the form of magical spells placed around sacred places in order to keep out those who might tamper with sacred objects. They also have an invisible magical boundary around the realm. It is not easy to break through this boundary, but it can be done. And when one knows the secret words, are you having trouble respecting the boundaries of others? Is someone not respecting your boundaries? A third question. What kind of boundaries or limits am I placing upon myself? These are questions to ask yourself in order to discover which area of life you need to work on. You cannot expect others to respect your boundaries if you are not clear with them yourself. You must state clearly and honestly to others about where you draw your lines. Be kind but clear about your expectations. In return, be respectful to others' boundaries also. Their business is their own. Be careful not to gossip or spread rumors. Watch that you do not loudly gab on your cell phone in public places, infringing upon the space of others. Boundaries can be trespassed in many ways, and it is up to you to think before doing. This card also invites you to consider the boundaries that we place upon ourselves. We often set these limitations on ourselves due to a lack of confidence, self-respect, or even lack of knowledge. Release any unwarranted restrictions that you have assumed. Release limiting habits and thought patterns. The dragon at your gate can either protect you or hinder you. What will you ask it to do? So understanding, currently that you're understanding manifestations and stuff, and synchronicities, even intuitive nudges. I'm getting that you are getting the nudge that someone is in your energy and someone's trespassing. This is kind of in an energetic sense, but it could also be physical. It could be someone that's just constantly hovering you, wanting to know what you're doing, being very, very nosy, maybe even hacking or getting into your stuff, coming in your room, in your home, and looking around where they shouldn't. It's very much giving that. This could be in the near future, or you could be starting to go through this, and this is just letting you know this is what this is. You're starting to find yourself, you're starting to understand yourself, and therefore there's a lot of people that are very intrigued, but in the weird, wrong ways. It's very, I'm getting ulterior motives. I think I'm going to start off with a different deck. I'm going to start off with my pot tarot. Keep those. Okay. Weird. So, should I reveal these yet? Yes or no? Yes. So, usually I start off with the left card, but Spirit is telling me to start off with trespassers. We have 4 of Wands and the Hangman reverse. Whatever this is, it could be a union, it could be a home. You're being let go. You're being unshackled, you're being released from this connection. It could be a twin flame collective. It could be a twin flame connection, and this could be a twin flame collective. But it doesn't have to be. But there's definitely someone in your energy who's trying to trespass, who you've already released, or who you've already been released from. Yeah, you've already been released from this. We have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Things have already balanced out with the Two of Pentacles as well, and the Hierophant. This is definitely some sort of union or a partner that you used to be with for a long period of time, or even just there was a very significant bond where things were like you were committed to this person. This could also be a community or a friendship. I'm more so getting this as a union with the Four of Wands coming out, and just this weird feeling of, I'm just getting like a stalker dude. Anyway, this person has been released. You've already started to recover, or you are recovering from this. Things are balancing out, and they're not part of a union with you anymore. They're actually at the bottom of the wheel, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But let's start from the beginning. I think that was just something that you need to know. Like, yeah, there's someone in your energy, but they are not part of your timeline. So if anything, it's just like, that's all they can do is linger. Like a fart. The source of magic. Weird. Okay. So, yeah. This person is heavily in your energy. They are, of course, coming out as the Wheel of Fortune again in reverse. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, just really hammering that in, that they're not recognized. I'm getting password not recognized. They could be trying to get into your stuff, but it doesn't have to be that. You take it as it resonates. But they're definitely denied access to you. They are on the other side of the wheel. They are not being seen or paid attention to. I don't even think Source is paying attention to this person, because they are irrelevant. You're recovering though, focusing and mastering your craft, whether that be a career, a hobby, a new language. You are just working on yourself, trying to get yourself out of the depleted energy or depleted state financially. You're already kind of de-stressing and letting go of a lot of anxiety about this situation. And yeah, you're on something new. They could have also gotten a message that you've already kind of let them go. I'm more so getting though that you're investing into, like, you're taking the first step of investing into something. Now that you've mastered something, I'm gonna see what you mastered. What you mastered? What you doing? What you mastering? Yeah. Oh. So I feel like there has definitely been some energetic healing going on. You're coming out of that with the Five of Pentacles and the Star reverse. I feel that you are just, with the Five of Pentacles coming out twice, you are recovering your star power, your light, your guidance. Like, I feel like you and Spirit are starting to really connect, and it's getting tighter. You're also being heavily guided at this time. Yeah, heavily guided at this time. You're listening. You're just really healing all around. You're gaining hope in the situation. Even if it's little by little, you're gaining that hope in the past here. Yeah, it could have been a long journey, but you definitely didn't give up on yourself. And you took a small chance, but that chance has helped you not only master something specific, because it's not really telling me, but you're mastering yourself. So this could just really be generally you mastering who you are as a person and healing yourself, by yourself. Okay, let's continue. Thinking of you. Yeah, someone is looking interesting. Someone is secretly paying attention to your money for some reason. So you might have something coming in because of all this, whether it be spiritual inheritance or actual physical financial inheritance. But someone is seeing you recover from all this stress and all this anxiety, this restlessness that was caused upon you, maybe even a nightmare that they created. They're seeing you taking a chance towards yourself, healing and recovering, and they know they betrayed you with the 10 of Swords coming out. They are thinking of the betrayals that they caused, that you wouldn't even have to heal this much if it wasn't for them. Of course, they're doing this in secret. They don't want to be seen. Yeah, they're taking some time by themselves. You could also be in Hermit as well. So there could be some mirroring going on in that aspect. With you healing, you're causing someone else to heal. That's why I feel like it's a twin flame energy. It's just giving that. Let's see. King of Swords reversed. So you definitely could have been dealing with someone who was very much a know-it-all, narcissistic. Definitely getting narcissistic with the boundary trespassing type person here. They could also have a very skewed idea of you. Maybe they thought that you weren't going to recover from this. Maybe they thought that you were going to come back, whatever. But it's not showing that. It's showing that you're moving forward. It's showing that you're progressing. And they're trying to figure out you or figure out themselves in reference to this betrayal from the past. Or even they could be now realizing that they betrayed you, and maybe they thought that it was like just at the time. I don't know. Yeah, they are not happy about this. They would have rather had you unhealed, lacking hope, with this landing on the Nine of Cups landing on the Star, and the 10 of Cups before that in reverse. They're not happy that you are receiving this healing that you deserve. Definitely a narcissist. For some reason, they have to figure this out. They must not be, well, they're definitely not, but they must not know what healing looks like. They could have even masked themselves as someone who has healed, but they are not, in fact, and this is why their mind is going. They could even lie to themselves, saying that they were healed this whole time, and then now they're watching you and they're realizing, I'm not healed. I've never been healed, and I know that because I'm seeing someone heal. Could be a feminine energy, even though that's so weird. So I had the King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. So this could be a couple. It could also be just a person who is distorted in their feminine and their masculine. Definitely getting someone that lies, cheats, steals, will do anything to get what they want. Interesting. I'm also getting, they would have loved if you would have stopped investing in yourself so methodically, so so securely, so stubbornly moving forward, because it came out reversed and then it landed upright. And with the way that you're progressing in your past spread, I can see that this is definitely you. slowly frolicking towards growth, but not moving too fast. Just moving at your own pace and keeping this disciplined pace. And I pulled this for the Ten of Cups and the reverse in the Nine of Cups. So this is definitely you moving forward. Um, Maybe slowly, but you know, it's honestly better if you move slowly than quickly. They could have also wanted you to impulsively, just hastily move into things, and you're not doing that. That could have even been a lesson that you learned in the past, is to move a lot slower, slow down, um, and you're taking your advice. I kind of want to see what else. What's up with this energy? Why are they so heavily focused on you? Keep it. Okay. Well, the overall energy is things aren't working out for them. Things aren't coming in for them. They could have been even banking off of, because we did see the Ten of Pentacles earlier, of you being in a certain state to obtain wealth or obtain something. Yeah, there's some sort of immaturity here. That's why I'm getting relationship. They're upset because you walked away. And they don't realize that they're being a little immature baby with the Page of Cups reversed. And this is a King reversed. So, lacking emotional intelligence to see that you walked away. To take the fact that you walked away. They know you walked away. But the thing that they can't seem to grasp is maybe why. What did they do? They're King of fucking Pentacles with a Page of Cups reversed. They're narcissists. That's why you left. But I digress. This doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a type of archetype of people that you walked away from as well. Very immature energies with a lack of logic, and will use information against people to get what they want. Who wants to see people unhealed and suffering. Almost, I'm getting, because that's the only way they can get in. Energy vampire. Especially with this card. Oh my god. Even though it's a fairy, I just get energy vampire vibes. Oh, the rose. At least the energy is lightened up a lot. Maybe they were here and they decided I'm a dip now, because I'm not liking how this reading is going. Alright, so now we get to trespassers. They're not even in your energy. This twin flame thing you've been released from, the contract that you guys had is over. So yeah, you are going to be moving towards a lot more peace. And definitely don't want to walk away. I just saw the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Judgment, Three of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So yeah, it looks like they are going to receive judgment, and in their future they won't be getting what they want. They'll be getting what they should have gotten, which is to release whatever this is, this Ten of Pentacles. It could be releasing you, especially with the Four of Wands and the Hangman reverse that came out together before this. But I'm mainly getting this is some sort of monetary gain. It also could be a person. This could be a feminine energy coming up as a masculine, trying to stop you from healing so you don't attract in your counterpart. And this counterpart could be who's getting released if it's not you. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Could be a water sign, but doesn't have to be. It could just be a very emotionally centered, intelligent person. Someone that's better suited for you. And someone needs to let that go, because the star is here. Looks like you're going to be much healed. You could be going through that healing right now, but baby, you are going to be the star in the near future. So None of that matters. Yeah, there could be someone coming towards you and someone's trying to stop it, but they really can't because the divine has them in a chokehold. I don't know why I heard that. Yeah, this isn't over with an actual Page of Cups in the upright, a puppy love, and the Hierophant. So this could be definitely your counterpart. Switch the roles as they are. If you are a male, this is definitely a female. If you are a female, this is definitely a male. Well, two males involved, two energies. One in the future and one who is holding on for dear life by a thread that they somehow managed to pull off of your coat. Something crazy like that. Dang, I just saw something. I wish I would have remembered, but it's okay. Oh my god, I almost had it. Definitely something's not over. Something that they were trying to stop is not over. The World Reverse was one of the cards I saw, but there's another card that I saw that really solidified that, but it's fine. Let me see if I can just get a little bit more energy on this trespassers crud. I think really you just need to know about this because they could be trying to affect your thoughts, your growth, your healing. And we're not having that. No, that's what we're here for, to tell you guys to prepare yourselves. Yeah. Emperor reverse. This guy is heavily in your energy, trying to be a tyrant, trying to control something. It could be, like I said, if it's their partner that they're trying to release or that they have released, who isn't their partner anymore, they're trying to strong arm something, and they need to walk away. They need to understand that it's time to walk away. You've already walked away. This contract that you guys had is over. Like I said, if this isn't a partner, like exclude that. This could be just a friend or a family member, but like it's over. It's over. You already have something coming in. Someone's gonna come and talk to you about a connection that you have, and I just feel like it's so real. You're interesting. Someone doesn't want that to happen, but it's gonna happen. You're radiating, and wow. Okay, so we have. I just want to show you. So we have the Queen of Wands coming out. Behind that, Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Fool. And then also was peeking out was the Three of Swords. A lot of healing, you turning into this radiant, creative, abundant, also coming out of loss. Right behind it, you're going to be working together with someone who is more of a fit for you and taking a leap of faith. Wow. Yeah, you're going to be going in a way better direction. Yes, you're going to be leaping into the unknown, but I feel like you're going to know that this unknown is nothing but good for you, especially from what you've been through. You understand the contrast of someone who is coming in to just tower over your life and someone who is just coming in to provide structure and help, love, understanding, and also longevity. Whoever this was prior was someone who acted like they wanted longevity and legacy with you, but they in fact did not, and you were able to realize that and find a way to separate yourself and get time to heal. And you just were in this healing process. Now you're in this process of understanding how your abilities work and how energies work and who's been in your energy. And this could also be, speaking of that current feeling that you're feeling, could be some sort of dissatisfaction, even though you know life is going fine. Maybe even that you're not doing enough or that you're in a standstill. You're just moving so slow, if you do feel that way, to where you don't understand your progress unless you stop and look back. And that was what one of the cards, I believe the Thinking of You card was talking about, was taking pauses and really analyzing and looking at a situation properly. But yeah, this is all projection. If you've ever felt this way, any sort of feelings of the past coming back up as if you're currently there, and like that's the trick. They want you to feel like you're still in that, and you're not. You are surpassing that. And if anything, this is just stuff happening in the background that you need to know of, because you need to know how these energies work and how they are, so when you feel them, you go, oh, I already know what that is. Send that back. That's not my projection to figure out. That's for them to heal and focus on. And therefore, I don't claim that, you know. So you are doing a wonderful job just keeping it together. And don't feel like you have to be happy or together all the time. If you feel like you need to cry or even just like let out the excess of these feelings from the past, like do so. But I'm feeling like you're kind of already past that. If anything, these moments that arise are just projections from other people who can't keep their emotions to themselves and would rather project or talk crap for you to feel that way, rather than them just healing and understanding why they put themselves in that position in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some fairy whispers for you so we can see what the fairies want you to know as a last message. I'm going to take that one. So we have let go and renew. The rain washes away the old. Like I said, none of this matters. Just worry about your healing and your growth. If you do need to, let out a good cry, because it's gonna wash all that old away. You're gonna feel so much better and so much lighter. But if you just need to do some introspection, continue to do that. But always try to find the light at the end of the tunnel, or the lesson that needs to be applied and implemented to move forward. Leprechaun's pot of gold. Seek out a leprechaun's hidden treasure. Fortune favors the bold and the lucky. There's obviously some sort of treasure or things to be grateful for at this time, and you gotta look for those nuggets, because they're going to keep you moving forward and also help with your skewed perspective that they're trying to put upon you. Find delight in the small things. Let your heart be filled with wonder. And that kind of like follows up with that leprechaun's pot of gold, as the sprites of joy, is to find the little things and to enjoy them. Even if it's just, I don't know, a snack that is your favorite that you go to the corner store and buy. Or if it's just going out for a walk and just feeling the breeze and the sun against your skin, accepting those light codes and getting those downloads while you're out. That is also just a very small but beautiful thing to enjoy and appreciate. Waking up every day. Not all of us get to wake up every day. That is something to appreciate and to love. But wherever your gratitude is pointing you towards, always show that. Always feel that. And I want to thank you for joining me for another reading, or if this is your first time, for joining me at all. If this resonated with you, please leave a like or comment below. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to hear how you guys are progressing and if any of this resonated at all. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.